Hey guys, Jar J yapping here, and today we got the first video in about a month at this point. Sorry this one has taken so goddamn long. I mean, life has been hectic this whole month. As you guys can see, we got a Travis Scott tier list here. I actually had to end up making this one because people made ones that include like his old mixtapes from like high school or some shit. And then some of them were like the whole album, like it would literally put like the whole track list in there. And I'm like, okay, I'm not trying to rank the entire track list. I just want the albums and the mixtapes. So I had to make my own. And yeah, so that's pretty much the gist of everything. I've just been super busy, super swarmed with all kinds of things, whether it be work or needing to go here, there, like to do stuff. But yeah, without further ado, I just want to jump straight into our new video, the Travis Scott tier list. Now, I just want to preface something very quickly before I start ranking these. The only ones I've actually given re-listens to are Owl Pharaoh, DBR, um, Utopia, and Jack Boys 2. Why only those ones? Well, Rodeo, Birds, Astro, and Jack Boys 1. I've heard these ones so many goddamn times that, to be honest, I don't need to do a re-listen for them because, like I said, I've heard them so many times. My opinions on them are pretty much set in stone. Whereas like Owl Pharaoh, haven't heard in a long time, needed to reevaluate my thoughts. Same with DBR. Same with Jack Boys 2. Okay, but then why did you do Utopia? I just really wanted to do one. Can't really fault me on that one. Hunter Jack, I just rather would not have re-listened to if I'm being honest. But yeah, without further ado, let's jump straight into it. Starting with the 2013 mixtape, Owl Pharaoh. Not gonna lie, for a debut mixtape, I think Owl Pharaoh is actually really damn good. Like, for the most part, I would say, like, the track list is actually really damn good. Um, I won't say it's as strong as the later projects, but it's still pretty damn strong, again, for, like, a debut mixtape. Definitely one of the best ones out there. Though, I don't think it's one of the best mixtapes of all time, though. Like, debut, sure, you could definitely say it's the best debut mixtape of all time, but as far as, like, in the realm of mixtapes as a whole, I definitely think there's better. Like, DBR, spoiler alert, I think is better. I would argue Drake's So Far Gone is better, and J. Cole's Friday Night Lights is better. Don't shoot me, though, that's just my opinion. But yeah, so where would that land Owl Pharaoh? Well, if I'm being honest, I will say though, the only two tracks for me that really stand out on this album, for me anyway, are Hell of a Night, which Kylie Jenner actually cited is her favorite Travis Scott song, and then, what's it called? It had a dude named like, with Theo in his name. I think it's Dance to the Moon or something like that, or Dance on the Moon. Pretty good track listing, but those are the two standouts for me. I do feel like on the latter half it kind of got a bit but the first half is really strong. I'm gonna go probably B tier. It's good, but it's not like absolute peak. DBR. I'll be honest, this one has a pretty similar issue where like the first half is really damn strong, but then the second half falls off. But I feel like the second half in DBR doesn't fall off as bad, and there's a lot more standouts on this. Like you got Mamacita, you got um, Don't Play, you got Drugs You Should Try It, you got Skyfall. Like there's just so many that you can cite. Grey is one of the standouts for me as well. Backyard. Um, Definitely a really good mixtape, honestly. Um, Even though it's not his debut, like it's just such a good mixtape that like honestly it could have been his debut album and I wouldn't even be mad. um, where would I put it though? To be honest, the only two songs I don't really feel on this album are probably Zombies and Sloppy Toppy. that's pretty much it though. Like other than those two tracks, like I'm a huge fan of this project, so I'm probably gonna go. Let's go A tier for now. If I change my mind, I'll probably move it. But for now, I'm going A tier. Rodeo. I feel like this album doesn't really need much said on it. You've probably heard 1,000 times, "Oh my God, this is the best trap album of all time," or one of the best trap albums. You've all heard 90210. Like chances are, if you're watching this, you've definitely heard of 90210. You've definitely heard tracks like "Maria, I'm Drunk," all that stuff. I really don't feel like I need to say anything. This is just an instant S tier straight away. Don't even need to debate it. Um, Birds. Oh boy. um, I'm honestly pretty intrigued by people's opinions on Birds because I feel like some people really like Birds, but then like others are kind of like, I'm not really big on it. I think it's kind of ass. I'm kind of in the middle because I do feel like Birds has some pretty good material, but there's like a couple songs here and there where I'm just kind of like, you could have done without these tracks. It's still a pretty decent project overall. I think I'm honestly gonna put it B tier. Also, another thing I should probably mention is that unlike the Drake video where I was like purposely, like moving them around to signify which ones I think is the better project, I'm not gonna be doing that with this one. Just saying that off rip. But yeah, so two B tiers, one A tier, and one S tier. Oh boy. Huncho Jack Huncho. Oh my goodness. Okay, this project definitely has songs that I like. Black and Chinese, Motorcycle Patches. Hmm. Dubai Shit is also pretty good. Eye to Eye I enjoy. It's just like a handful that I enjoy, but then the rest of the project kind of jumps off a cliff. Um, mm, I reckon that's our first C tier. And moving on, straight away, we got a instant S tier, man. Like, I know some people probably now think like, oh, Astroworld's overrated. Sicko Mode is not even that good of a track. I don't care, man. Almost the entire album is absolute bangers. Probably like a song or two that I don't really play as much, but still like, there's not a song on here that's like so egregiously bad that I just wouldn't play it. Maybe Yosemite or Yosemite, Yosemite is how you say it. Sorry. Um, but yeah, other than Yosemite, not really a single track I necessarily like dislike or anything. It's just a really damn good album, much better than Birds. Um, I personally wouldn't put it over Rodeo, but I mean, if someone did say, "Oh, that one's my favorite over Rodeo," I honestly wouldn't blame him. I mean, can't say on with Don Toliver's iconic, Sicko Mode iconic. Like you just can't argue with that. Here we go. We got the first label tape, Jack Boys 1. Ooh. This is an interesting one because like most of its tracks are actually songs that are either singles we've already heard, like for example the Highest in the Room remix, or Had Enough, which isn't even for Travis Scott, that's a Don Toliver song. Um, but to be fair, the tracks we do get on here are mostly bangers. You got the interlude, which is nice, the Jack Boys like little instrumental, which is cool. Highest in the Room remix, I mean, I'm sure there's someone out there who probably likes it, but for me, I'm not a fan. Uh, moving on, you also get like Gang Gang, What to Do, Had Enough, like I said, Pop Smoke Song, Gotti. I think that's the whole track list. Maybe there's another one that I'm missing. Out West, that's what it was. Pretty solid bangers, honestly. Like I would say, despite the remix being a bit and the interlude not really having much effect on me, despite that, I would say the rest of the tracks are absolute bangers. I'm honestly probably gonna put it about. I can't give it too high because it's just 5 songs if you don't count the remix and the interludes. Probably B tier. All right, here we go. This is absolute cinema. I actually don't care. Travis went borderline 19 for 19. Or maybe almost, because to be fair, K-pop, I don't think it's all that great of a song, and to be honest, shouldn't even be on the album. I will say though, if I did have to pick someone who did the absolute best on K-pop, I think for me it was actually The Weeknd. Though shout out Bad Bunny, I think he did pretty good as well on that track. Um, I can't believe I'm about to say this, but honestly, maybe even just remove Travis, and I feel like the track would be better. Maybe that opinion might ruffle some feathers, but again, I mean, it's K-pop at the end of the day. Not many people even like the track to begin with. Um, Apart from that track, you got Parasail, which is more of an interlude kind of track, so I wouldn't really get too pissed about that track. I know some people don't like it for whatever reason, but hey, you do you. Other than that, well, what's like another track I feel like people may not like? Probably Topia Twins, maybe, I guess. But overall, if you know me, which I know some of you watching already know who I am, uh, you already know straight away, S tier. In my opinion, my absolute favorite Travis Scott record. You can't argue with me that like, oh yeah, well, Rodeo's the better record, but like in terms of personal favorite, I'm definitely going Utopia. Utopia is easily my favorite by far. And then finally, to end this short ass video, Jack Boys 2 instant D tier. Why? Just it takes everything I loved about Jack Boys 1 and like just any Travis project really, and then just dumps it all in the bin. Like genuinely, first and foremost, his line about Pusha T is just so whatever. Like I understand him and Pusha were having a bit of like a weird like beef when Let God Sort Them Out was rolling out, and Pusha kind of made that his entire rollout. Not his entire rollout, but like he did talk about it quite a bit, and there was a lot of headlines going on about it. But Travis's response is just very like, I make more money than you, so shut up, man. Which, like, I don't even think Travis should have even responded. It's like, just whatever, dude. And the project itself, though, oh my goodness, the project is even worse than the mere idea of Travis responding to Pusha T. Like, it is genuinely such a travesty. Like, literally, I think I counted three okay-ish tracks for me to add, and in total, the album goes for like 18. I know it's supposed to be like a label project, but like Jack Boys 1 was iconic and had so many good tracks. Like Out West, a lot of people liked. Gotti, Put Me on a Pop Smoke. Um, what to Do is like a personal favorite of mine. Gang Gang, love that track. Like it just has bangers, and Had Enough was a pretty good single for Don Toliver's upcoming album at the time. Whereas Jack Boys 2, like, what are we even doing here? Like, yeah, Travis Scott finally acknowledges So Fago, but other than that, like, it's not like the songs are even all that good to begin with. And like, I just feel like Jack Boys 2 doesn't really have much of an identity to it compared to the first one. The first one had like a very clear identity, like even like um what's the word? Like it has a clear direction. Whereas I don't see that with Jack Boys 2 if I'm being honest. But yeah. Pretty much all I gotta add is just if you want to know my opinion on how I'd rank these three, I think personally it would probably look a little like this. So Utopia would probably be my absolute well, it is my absolute favorite album, but I also think it's his best. Rodeo, close second. Really love that project. Very iconic. And then Astroworld at the bottom of, the big three. Just because, like, as iconic as it is, I just think there's a lot more to Rodeo and Utopia's albums in terms of, like, storytelling and stuff that I feel like Astroworld just doesn't really have. But I don't know. Maybe some people like that about Astroworld more. Who knows? But yeah, that's gonna have to do it for this one. I mean, it's a pretty short discography if I'm being honest. Um, yeah, I hope you guys like and subscribe, and by all means, go in the comments. Let me know what artists you want to see a tier list or like projects ranked video of next, and yeah, catch you guys in the next one. Peace.